strength versus weakness. A bullet couldn't stop Trump. A virus just stopped Biden. You've got the nominees of this party getting their butts kissed. Biden's getting his butt kicked by his own party. The Democrats are coming apart. The Republicans are coming together. That's what's happening.
That was perhaps the single most brutal takedown of Biden and the Democrats imaginable. Coming from a fellow Democrat to boot, the knives are coming out for Biden. He may not last the week. And I'm obviously not talking about his latest COVID diagnosis. We're going to take a look at the growing calls among senior Democrats for Biden to once and for all step aside. The Democrats are in a total meltdown. They're in disarray, all as President Trump and the new MAGA Republican Party are ascending and surging like never before. Hey gang, it's me, Dr. Steve, your Patriot Professor, here to help you stay sane in these insane times. So make sure to smack that bell and subscribe button. Also, as you know, I am very passionate about the fact that we simply can't rescue our nation if we don't first take care of ourselves. And health, as many of you know, starts with our livers. I mean, think about it. We throw everything at our livers: cholesterol, alcohol, toxins, Tylenol, statins, cigarettes. That's why so many of us have a sluggish, fatty liver. It makes us gain weight and lose energy. You know exactly what I'm talking about. But thanks to today's sponsor, there really is a solution to all this. Liver Health Formula is an all-natural supplement. It contains 12 clinically proven botanicals that help recharge and protect your liver. It's manufactured right here in the good old USA, and it's approved by independent American doctors. And if you click on that link below right now, you can try Liver Health Formula and receive a free bottle of blood sugar formula when you order today. So don't wait. Don't let a fatty liver keep you sluggish and inactive, gang. You know, this is personal. I recently lost over 60 pounds, and I could say it was one of the best decisions I ever made. Gang, now it's your turn. Click on that link below. Go to getliverhelp.com/Turley. Claim your free bonus gift in the process. That's getliverhelp.com/Turley. As if things couldn't possibly get worse, Biden's fledgling imploding campaign got yet another setback. He's just been diagnosed with COVID. After the news broke, video was released of Biden looking particularly frail and feeble, gingerly getting out of his limo, looking wobbly, and then boarding ever so slowly and cautiously up the stairs to Air Force One. And if you thought that was bad, it was even worse when he arrived at his destination here in Delaware. You could see him getting off, again, ever so slowly, walking down the steps of Air Force One, looking very weak and frail. But for the borderline illiterates over at MSNBC, this is actually good news. This is the way Biden could show the world that he's just as brave and courageous as Donald J. Trump.
Here's the question that I have on that. These two men are both elderly. Donald Trump is an elderly man who, for whatever reason, was given 9 seconds to take a iconic photo op during an active shooter situation. Weird situation. We'll figure that out one day. But his survival of that and bouncing right back and going right to his convention is being conveyed in the media world as a sign of strength. This current president of the United States is 81 years old and has COVID. Should he be fine in a couple of days? Doesn't that convey exactly the same thing? That he's strong enough, older than Trump, to have gotten something that used to really be fatal to people his age. So if he does fine out of it and comes back and is able to do rallies, isn't that exactly the same?
It should.
I mean, it's not exactly the same. It's not the same incident, but it's an elderly man coming through out of an illness.
It should.
Yeah. Yes, Joy. And it'll even come with its own iconic image to boot. They'll remember it for centuries, Joy. Joe conquered COVID. Joe conquered COVID. You can hear the chants already. I mean, seriously, I'm a political commentator. What do I even say to that? What does anyone even say to that? I mean, you really just heard that. That was real. That wasn't AI. That wasn't a Saturday Night Live skit. That really happened. That was offered by Joy Reid as legitimate political commentary. There's only one possible response.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
What did Rush Limbaugh say? We're having more fun than humans are allowed to have, right? Unfortunately for borderline illiterates like Joy Reid, the scenes that the entire nation saw, Biden feebly walking up and down those steps, just simply can't be hidden anymore. The American people are seeing Biden's condition degenerate more and more literally every day, and it does look like more and more senior Democrats have seen enough. Politico is now reporting that Nancy Pelosi, old impeachment Pelosi, had a personal and very frank meeting with Biden, calling on him to step aside. There are now reports that Chuck Schumer also had a meeting with Biden in Rehoboth at his beach house here in Delaware, and forcefully, that's the word that's being used, Schumer forcefully made the case that it would be better for Biden, better for the Democrat Party, and better for the country if he were to bow out of the race. I mean, talk about getting your point across, right? There will be rejoicing in heaven and earth if you but bow out. Now, this report comes on the heels of California Congressman Adam Schiff, old pencil neck himself, publicly calling on Biden to leave, saying our nation is at a crossroads. We cannot afford a second Trump term, and so for the good of the nation, it's time for Biden, in his words, to pass the torch. And Schiff made it absolutely clear it's because Biden cannot win. There is no way they are going to be able to pull this off in November. Seriously, gang, if you have not seen this, take a look at the latest Emerson poll, battleground states, that just dropped last night. I mean, this says it all. This is why the Democrats are throwing Joe under the bus. No matter what he does, no matter how much money he spends on TV ads, he just keeps losing ground. According to Emerson, Trump has opened up a 7-point lead in North Carolina. Frankly, I don't even know why they keep polling North Carolina at this point. It's done. It's done. It's solid red. Same with Arizona. Trump's opened up a 7-point lead there. He's opened up a 6-point lead in Georgia. He's up 5 in Nevada. And gang, look at this. Trump's opened up a 5-point lead in both Pennsylvania and Wisconsin. That's the election right there. That's the election. If he wins just one of those states, Pennsylvania or Wisconsin, it is over. And according to Emerson, he's going to win them both handily. You don't overcome a 5-point deficit. That's way, way beyond the margin of fraud. And then the cherry on the top of it all, Trump is up 3 in Michigan. That's his hardest state to get. Again, gang, make no mistake. It's polls like these that the Democrats are looking at, as well as their own internal polling, and it's causing them to have a complete and total meltdown. And I don't know if you saw this, the Trump team had the most epic response to Kamala Harris calling for a vice presidential debate. Let's schedule one right now. Well, the Trump team wrote back and said, sorry, we don't know who the Democrat nominee for vice president is going to be, so we can't lock in a date before their convention. To do so would be unfair to Gavin Newsom, to J.B. Pritzker, Gretchen Whitmer, or whoever Kamala Harris picks as her running mate. I mean, gang, it just doesn't get better than that. I love how that response exudes so much confidence, and it absolutely solidifies the very political national narrative that Van Jones, again, a Democrat, observed at the beginning of this video. A bullet could not stop Trump, but a virus certainly stopped Biden. The Democrats are coming apart. The Republicans are more united than ever. That response further highlighted that dominant pretext of this campaign. Trump is surging and Biden is imploding. Trump is rising, literally rising, and Biden is falling, literally falling. And we are just 100 days from November.